Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, tee shot was like silk, Rich. And he just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach. And now a really good look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. You couldn't hit that much better.
-3 now for the round. Now the fifth hole, par 4, 481 yards.
Find the fairway, and it's a fairly generous one, and you should have a shot where you want a nice lofted one over that front bunker to land softly on the green.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Little uphill to this green, Frank. This has really been an airtight performance to this point, just flawless. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Just 5 feet left. Starting to play some good golf. With that birdie, moves to 4 under for the tournament. Par 3 6 is relatively short, 198 yards, Frank.
But this one, really, you've got to go airborne here. That bunker that protects the left side and front, you've got to carry that and get it to land soft so it doesn't skip through the back of the screen.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point. Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. Good contact, good result. Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself it is an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit given the conditions, but once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze, but down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Now at the fifth hole, it's a par 4. Frank, what are we in store for?
Well, it's very easy to get lulled into a false sense of security here, Rich. No fairway bunkers, you sort of think you would blaze away. But really, you've got to find the fairway here. Very small green and well protected by that bunker short and right of this green. So if you miss the fairway, this hole becomes very difficult indeed quite quickly.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Well, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is gone.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Beautifully done. That's a birdie. Moving on to hole number 6, par 3 of 198 yards. 180 yards to the flagstick. Frank, the beauty of golf, we're not playing inside a dome with no wind. You have to be able to handle the elements.
You do, and that's really where the better player comes through. On a day like today, anything around par is going to be a good score, so just adjust your own mental par.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot.
No snap, though.
No doubt about that one. That was struck with confidence. Now to the 7th hole here at Lighthouse Point. Frank, we all love the shorter par 4s.
There's so many decisions to be made here at 7. You look at the scorecard, it's not very long, but when you start to flash your driver down that right side, you'll notice that fairway gets very narrow. So the decision is really that's the prudent play or not. From there, it's just a short iron in, and you should be looking at birdie.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. yesterday, in there close, great opportunity for another one. Trying to make yet another birdie. Seems to really have the touch today. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. It's third round coverage of the Northeast Invitational. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is.
Can a ball explode?
That is big. I mean, really big. Frank just continuing to make the game look easy.
This just shortens the whole golf course up when you can hit it that far.
Sit down. Get down.
Oh, this is gone.
Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Third shot. Looking for a good one. Birdie try up next. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Everybody loves them. Birdie on the card. Now at the par 3 14th, over another body of water. Frank, you could make some big numbers on this golf course. I would think if you walk out of here today having shot under par, you have to be really happy.
Certainly is big boy golf playing around the cliffs at Lighthouse Point, Rich. And this is another example here at this beefy par 3, 240 yards. You can see Lake Zimmer protects the front of this green and to the right. That's obviously where they get all their irrigation water from. But it's enough green left of the flag here. That's really what you've got to be looking at, that front left section.
He's made it. The round continues at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, the 15th hole is a par 4, only 387 yards.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
That's an absolute beauty.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Wow, Nate Siegel makes everybody else look sort of average, Frank.
And look at the size of that lead on the leaderboard now. A cursory look at the scorecard, Rich, and well, it looks hard at 240 yards, but that elevation is going to chew off quite a bit of yardage off the scorecard. Really, it's a good chance for a birdie on this closing stretch. V-shaped green, as long as you're on the right section of the green. could have a chance for birdie. Oh, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Frank, ball is in the rough here. What are the problems on this next shot?
Well, this is really where the skill level comes in. A good part. This is where the good player separates himself from the rest.
Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. 17th hole is another par 5, 613 yards. Frank, how do you play it?
Well, only the longest hitters can get here in two. It's two big hits, that's for sure. S-shaped fairway, so if you can't reach the par 5 and 2, you can still plot your way down there for a nice little pitch, and really great opportunity to get one back off the scorecard.
And yet again, he has hit it off the tee and into the bunker. Lays the face open. He'll try to pop this one out. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Long putt here. This will require a good touch. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, it's been quite a journey to this point, but here we are, the 18th hole at Lighthouse Point.
It looks like a dogleg left, or it should play like a dogleg left. You might stand on that tee and think that you can take the direct line.
You can't get there from here, can you?
Good old Maine terminology there. So the goal really is to somehow find that fairway down the right. And, of course, it all depends on how far you fly that tee shot on the line you take. From there on in, just a short iron and maybe a chance to get another birdie and finish with a smile on your face.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, golf may be the best sport to follow from this standpoint. You can get closer to the great athlete in golf than you can in any other sport. You could stand 5 feet from Tiger Woods at a tee box as he's getting ready to drive. I mean, that's really unusual in sports.
Yeah, it's a different type of spectator sport, especially if you follow your favorite player all the way around the golf course. Because it's not like waiting for your favorite hitter in a baseball game. You know, you've got to wait several innings. You can literally see him hit every single shot, drive through to putt. Good recovery shot. Couldn't make the green, but at least he's back in play.
Played the smart shot right there. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Getting set now over the putt. Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another, though.
There you have it. Round 3 is finished, and it was a good one, Frank.
Yeah, after 3 rounds in, you really could start to see who could take home the trophy when it's all said and done. Great play, though, up until this point. Round 4 should be an absolute thriller.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the start of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Northeast Invitational.
Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Superb shot.
That's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just a couple of feet. In the hole for a birdie. Final par 3 on the backside. It's the 16th, 241 yards. Time to make a move as we are in the finishing stretch here.
When you give the scorecard a cursory look, you might think 240-something yards is a difficult hole, but this plays quite a bit downhill, so it plays more around the 200-yard mark. A fairly generous green, protected by the bunker.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Settles in over the putt. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? 17th hole is another par 5 over 600 yards. You get a terrific view of Juniata Crossway Bridge just ahead. And Frank, if you jump over that bridge, you can get a dynamite lobster roll at Nielsen's Lobster Shack. I don't know if you've ever had it.
Oh,
but
it's one of the best.
It just adds to sort of the charm of this area. But what a hole this is.
S-shaped par 5. You see it bending to the right off the tee, and then the hole starts to go the other way. Magnificent view of the bridge you're just referring to. Reachable for the longest hitters, but once again, avoid the bunkers, and they're all down the right side.
I don't know that approach will make the highlight reel, but he still has a chance if he makes this putt.
Yeah, 21's when you come of age, don't they say? 21 feet away.
Pretty good effort right there. These putts keep the round together. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Frank, as we arrive here at 18, I'm thinking about what we so often hear up here in New England. You can't get there from here, or can you at this par 4 finishing hole? Good contact, good result. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on crushed carpet.
Rich, if you and I had lives like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for 11.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
To win the Northeast Invitation. And he has it for birdie. What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. That's tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy.
Sneaking into contention here with that birdie.
Top 15 now on the leaderboard. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in at 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. And getting ready for the putt.
That not go in.
Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Holding steady now at 2 under par. Twelfth hole now, looking at 461 yards on this par 4.
It doesn't look like there's much trouble off the tee, and that's because the trouble's with the second shot. That hat, he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there.
Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
It looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone.
He's safely on deck.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. So a tester from 4 feet. Who knows? It is a 4-round tournament, setting himself up for a good weekend, maybe a great one. The young star makes his birdie. 13th hole is where the action is right now. Let's take you there. An important stretch of holes coming up here late in the first round. What are some keys to finishing the first round strong?
Once again, putting that ball in play, because if you can add 1 or 2 more birdies to this scorecard, it's going to look great at the end of the day.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it. Well, a hard hole after that tee shot has now become an easy hole.
It's the great equalizer. When you can drive the golf ball, Frank, just like that, well, it opens up so many avenues, and he'll have plenty to choose from here. Looks good. Chance to make a birdie. What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Clean this up with a tap. It's a nice birdie right there.
Could not have come at a better time. Third place now.
Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left. 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
No fairway here. This one in that rough. Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Surely not.
Frank, it's not about getting the ball close to the hole. From that spot,
Well, he had no chance to get it close. I thought he had very, very, very little chance of getting it on the green. So, given that, that was a very good shot. You'd like that one again.
wrong time to be leaking oil here at the 14th hole, Frank.
Well, to state the obvious, too, that was very makeable. That's the one you'd expect to make more often than not. That's going to hurt.
Man,
Just pushed it.
boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. No damage done, made the par. Frank, after a couple of par fours where you just sort of let it go with the driver, different strategy here at the 15th?
Yeah, you don't want to get carried away here. This is one where just a nice smooth swing, get that ball in the fairway. And that second shot, you've got to carry that false front.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That's how you play the game. Right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Looks primed right now.
Anything other than backing up. Very aggressive. That birdie, now in second. That was a great first day out there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Today it's live second round coverage of the Deutsche Bank Championship. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy, But on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it.
That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today.
What a birdie. Now just a handful of players in contention.
Frank, at the 14th now, and anytime you get a par 4 that is almost 500 yards, it gets your attention.
It does play downhill, though, so you don't have to smash away here. It's better if you can get something moving a little right to left. Then it will take the natural slope. You get a little more yardage out of it that way.
He just blasted that one down the fairway, out there about 325 yards. This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but that is well on the cards.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play, very solid. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frank, sometimes it takes a bold stroke to win a tournament. Get back into it, and that's what we just saw.
Birdie's making move. Eagle, especially right now, could not have picked a better time.
Settled over the ball here at the 15th, 421 yards on this par 4.
Uphill, you can see everything that you have to avoid. Find the green grass in between.
Missed that one, and it is going towards the rough. So that ball nestles down in the rough. Just got away a little bit on that tee ball. Has 80 yards left. Well, this is the kind of strong wind that will really test a player. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Continues to putt beautifully. Frank, here at the 16th, you really see this sort of New England character, don't you?
Yeah, that stone wall now protects that sort of two-tiered green. And it sort of showcases the golf course. It just fits in beautifully with what Hans and Faxon have done to the golf course.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Just a couple of feet. Well, yeah, birdie, Frank, and another shot closer.
Sniffing in the right direction.
Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing the lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into two sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
This is a good-looking shot. Stuffed it in there really close, and now just a tap in.
given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. They'll pay a little bit of a price for missing the fairway here because from that rough, you cannot control the spin on the golf ball. Frank, in golf, as we know, there's short grass and there's long grass. We all want to be in that short grass, but it doesn't always work out that way. So what's the most important element from the shot, from the rough?
You have to be a little bit more conservative first and foremost because you can't guarantee a perfect strike out of the long grass. So therefore you have to look around the greens, maybe short, to the right, to the left, and realize what's involved. And also just give yourself a slightly bigger target.
What a tremendous display of golf this has been.
Certainly throwing an eagle against the field, so we've seen it all. Birdies, eagles, just blitzing the field from start to finish.
So all the scores have been posted for round number 2. Look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.